blooms beneath the morning sun. A gentle breeze reminds me of the days I walk along the shore where we once ran, and hear your laughter carried on the waves. The summer sky is turning soft and blue. The seagulls fly above the quiet sea, and every little wave that touches me brings back the time when you were here with me. Some memories never really disappear. They wait inside the sound of the sea. And every time I hear that distant shore, a younger heart comes back to me. We were left by the sea, young and free, with the summer shining in our eyes. We were left by the sea, you and me, and a love that never said goodbye. We were left by the sea long ago, but the waves still carry you to me. Though the years have passed, some feelings last, like the endless blue of the sea. I see the footprints fading in the sand. I call the promises we couldn't keep. A little cafe waiting down the road still holds the songs we listened to that week. The radio was playing soft and low, while sunlight danced across your smiling face. I never knew those simple days would be the memories I could never replace. Somewhere beyond the years we left behind, our summer still remains, and every waves that reaches for the shore brings back your name again. We were left by the sea, young and free, with the summer shining in our eyes. We were left by the sea, you and me, and a love that never said goodbye. We were left by the sea long ago, but the waves still carry you to me. Though the years have passed, some feelings last, like the endless blue of the sea. Maybe if I close my eyes tonight, I'll hear your footsteps on the sand. Maybe somewhere underneath the stars, we're still walking hand in hand. We were left by the sea, young and free, where the summer never seemed to end. We were left by the sea, you and me, and a memory I still call a fan. We were left by the sea long ago, but the waves still carry you to me. Though the years have passed, some feelings last, like the endless blue of the sea. than before. We didn't know how fast the years would fly. We only knew the summer felt so right. With every song the radio played, we thought those days would never fade. Summer rolled by the sea, you and me, driving where the blue horizon meets the sky. Summer rolled by the sea, wild and free, with 1,000 dreams we carried in our eyes. Summer rolled by the sea, long ago, but I still hear that radio today. Every mile we drove, every song we loved, takes me back to that summer yesterday. The roadside cafe underneath the trees, 2 cups of coffee and the ocean breeze. You smiled at me across the little table, and for a while we thought that life was stable. The afternoon was turning into gold. We talked about the future like we knew, but some of all the dreams we had back then were never meant to stay the same again. Still I can hear the music from that car, still I can see the sunlight from afar. And every time that old song starts to play, I'm driving down that road again today. Summer road by the sea, you and me, driving where the blue horizon meets the sky. Summer road by the sea, wild and free, with 1,000 dreams we carried in our eyes. Summer road by the sea, long ago, but I still hear that radio today. Every mile we drove, every song we loved, takes me back to that summer yesterday. Maybe youth was never meant to stay, maybe summer always fades away, but somewhere on that old coastal road, our younger hearts are still driving home. Touch the open road. Summer road by the sea, still with me like a melody that time could never hold. Summer road by the sea, long ago, but I still hear that radio today. Every night we drove, every song we loved, takes me back to that summer yesterday. Sun was falling slowly toward the sea. Golden light was shining through the trees. We found a little cafe by the shore and wished that evening would last a little more. The radio was playing soft and low, an old familiar song from long ago. You held your coffee gently in your hands while sunset painted gold across the sand. We didn't talk about tomorrow, we didn't need to know. We only had that evening and the sunset's golden glow. Cafe by the sunset sea, You and me, watching all the colors disappear. Cafe by the sunset sea, stay with me for a little while. Better yesterday be near. Cafe by the sunset sea, long ago, but I still see that evening in my mind. Every song we heard, every word we shared, still comes back whenever the sun goes down. The tables slowly emptied one by one. The sky was turning purple after sun. A gentle breeze was moving through your hair, and for a moment nothing else was there. We talked about the places we would go, the dreams we thought we'd have forevermore. But time has a way of changing every plan, and leaves us with the memories we can. Still I can hear that little radio, still I can see your smile, and every sunset by the sea takes me back that mile. Cafe by the sunset sea, you and me, watching all the colors disappear. Cafe by the sunset sea, stay with me for a little while. Let yesterday be near. Cafe by the sunset sea, long ago, but I still see that evening in my mind. Every song we heard, every word we shared, still comes back whenever the sun goes down. Maybe sunsets were never meant to stay. Maybe summer always fades away. But somewhere in that little seaside cafe, our younger hearts are still there today. Cafe by the sunset sea, you and me, where the golden evening touched the shore. Cafe by the sunset sea, still with me, like a song that I will always hear once more. Cafe by the sunset sea, long ago, but I still see that evening in my mind. Every song we heard, every word we shared, still comes back whenever the sun goes down. Shore. We heard the music coming from the door. A little seaside bar was glowing bright, and everyone was dancing through the night. Your laughter mixed with music music in the air. The ocean breeze was moving through your hair. We didn't care about tomorrow then. We only wanted that night to never end. The radio was playing our favorite song, and somehow everything felt right. We were young and free together, dancing underneath the summer night, dancing in the sea breeze. You and me, with the moonlight shining on the ocean blue, dancing in the sea breeze, wild and free. I still remember every move with you, dancing in the sea breeze. Long ago, when the summer seemed to last forevermore, every song we heard, every laugh we shared still comes back whenever I hear the ocean roar. The stars were scattered across the midnight sky. A silver moon was shining way up high. The music played until the night was gone, but none of us were ready to move on. We walked along the beach when morning came. The sand was cool beneath our tired feet. You looked at me and smiled without a word, and somehow that was all I needed then. The radio was fading in the distance, the first light touched the sea. But somewhere in that summer night, our younger hearts were free, dancing in the sea breeze. You and me, with the moonlight shining on the ocean blue, dancing in the sea breeze, wild and free. I still remember every move with you, dancing in the sea breeze. Long ago, when the summer seemed to last forevermore, every song we heard, every laugh we shared still comes back whenever I hear the ocean roar. Maybe it was just a summer night, a little music and a little light. But when I hear the waves against the shore, I feel that young heart dancing once more. Dancing in the sea breeze, you and me, where the moonlight touched the endless blue, dancing in the sea breeze, still with me, like a summer summertime could never lose, dancing in the sea breeze. Long ago, but the music still is playing in my mind. Every song we heard, every laugh we shared still comes back whenever I hear the ocean roar. The summer sun is fading from the shore. The beach is quieter than before. I walk along the water by myself and find the footprints slowly disappearing. The little cafe has closed its door. The chairs are empty by the sea. radio that played our favorite songs is only a memory to me. The waves keep coming to the shore as if they don't know the years. And every time they touch the sand, I hear the summer in my ears. Summer left in the waves long ago, still coming back with every tide. Summer left in the waves, where you go is somewhere I still keep inside. Summer left in the waves, you and me, a little love beneath the summer sun. Though the years have passed, the feeling lasts like the ocean when the day is done. I remember how you used to smile when the sunlight touched your face. We walked together down the shore and never thought about the days. The evening sky was turning gold. The ocean looked like grass. I never knew those simple moments would become mine. Looking back, the waves keep calling from the shore with a song I can't forget. And every summer evening feels like yesterday again. Summer left in the waves long ago, still coming back with every tide. Summer left in the waves, where you go somewhere I still keep inside. Summer left in the waves, you and me, a little love beneath the summer sun. Though the years have passed, the feeling lasts like the ocean when the day is done. To stay. Maybe love can change along the way, but somewhere underneath the fading blue, the sea still keeps a little piece of you. Summer left in the waves long ago, still returning with the morning tide. Summer left in the waves, you and me, and a memory I can never hide. Summer left in the waves still remains every time I hear the ocean call. Though the years have passed, the feeling lasts, and I remember that summer after all. signs were pointing brings that summer feeling back alive. We stopped beside a roadside little store, bought some cold drinks and walked across the shore. You laughed when I forgot the words again, and made me promise we would come back then. The afternoon was shining on the sea. You said the world was where we wanted to be. We didn't know how quickly time could run. We only knew we had the summer sun. Every song became a memory, every mile became a scene, and the road beneath the summer sky was everything we'd dreamed. The radio on our way to the sea, you and me singing every word the radio played. The radio on our way to the sea, wild and free, thinking summer memories would never fade. The radio on our way to the sea. Long ago, still I hear those songs whenever I drive. Every road we knew, every dream we shared, brings that summer feeling back alive. Maybe every road we take leaves a little memory behind, but the songs we heard together never really leave the mind. The radio on our way to the sea, you and me driving underneath the endless summer sky. The radio on our way to the sea, still with me, like a song that time could never say goodbye. The radio on our way to the sea. Long ago, still I hear those songs whenever I drive. Every road we knew, every dream we shared, brings that summer feeling back alive. We walked along the shoreline in the afternoon. The summer sun was shining bright and warm. You picked a little shell and placed it in my hand, and said you'd keep the memory forever. The ocean was as blue as I had ever seen. The breeze was soft and carried distant songs. We talked about the dreams we had back then, and never thought the time would move along. The waves kept coming to the shore, again and then again, like they were telling us a story about where we had been. The waves told our story. You and me, with summer love beside the endless sea. like the ocean rolling endlessly. We sat beneath an old umbrella by the shore and watched the afternoon begin to fade. You said that someday he'd come back again and find a little place our memories made. The sun was falling slowly in the west. The sky was painted orange, pink and gold. I didn't know that simple summer day would be a story I would always hold. The waves kept coming to the shore as evening turned to blue, and every little sound they made still reminds me of you. The waves told our story, you and me, a summer love beside the endless sea. The waves told our story long ago, and every tide still brings it back to me. The waves told our story soft and slow, about two hearts that didn't want to leave. Though the years have passed, the feeling lasts like the ocean rolling endlessly. Maybe every wave remembers every footprint in the sand. Maybe every summer leaves a little piece of who we are. The waves told our story, you and me, where the summer met the endless blue. The waves told our story, still with me, and every tide brings me back to you. The waves told our story long ago, but the ocean never lets the memories go. Though the years have passed, the feeling lasts like the waves that always find the shore. The moon was shining softly on the sea. The summer night was quiet around me. I walked along the shoreline once again and heard your voice inside the ocean wind. The little lights were fading down the shore. The cafe had already closed its door, but every wave that reached the sand tonight still brought your memory into sight. Some voices never really disappear. They stay inside the sound of waves. And every time I walk beside the sea, I hear the words we couldn't say. The voice left by the sea, still with me, whispering through the waves at night. A voice left by the sea, calling me like a distant star still shining bright. A voice left by the sea long ago, but I can hear it every time I stay where the moonlight falls and the ocean calls. I remember you again that way. I remember how you looked that night, standing underneath the silver light. You said that summer wouldn't last forever, but somehow we'd remember it together. The waves were moving gently at our feet. The night was warm, the air was bittersweet. I never knew that simple words from me would stay inside my heart the whole way through. The years have changed the roads we used to know. The summer has become a distant view. But every time I hear the ocean at night, I find a little piece of you. The voice left by the sea, still with me, whispering through the wake at night. The voice left by the sea, calling me like a distant star still shining bright. The voice left by the sea long ago, but I can hear it every time I stay where the moonlight falls and the ocean calls. I remember you again that way. Maybe loving like the ocean, always leaving, coming back. Maybe memories are waves that never lose the shore they had. The voice left by the sea, still with me, where the summer moonlight touches blue. The voice left by the sea, tenderly, every wave still brings me back to you. The voice left by the sea long ago, but I can hear it every time I stay where the moonlight falls and the ocean calls. I remember you again that way. Slowly fading from the sea. A pale blue morning waits in front of me. I walk along the shore where we once stayed and think about the summer we once made. The little cafe lights are almost gone. First birds are already singing on, and every wave that reaches for the sand brings back a photograph I hold in hand. I never knew that years could disappear and leave a summer standing still. But every morning by the ocean brings me back to you again. That day by the dawn sea, lives in me, like an old song leading me to you. That day by the dawn sea, long ago, when we thought our summer would remain. Though the years have passed, the feeling lasts, like the sunlight after morning rain. You were standing with your shoes in hand, laughing as we walked along the sand. The morning breeze was moving through your hair, and for a little while we had no cares. We talked about the places we would go, and all the things we wanted then to know. We never thought that life would take us far, or leave our memories just where they are. The ocean hasn't changed its endless song, the waves still reach the shore the way they did. And every time I watch the morning rise, I find the summer waiting there again. That day by the dawn sea, you and me, when the morning touched the water blue. That day by the dawn sea lives in me, like an old song leading me to you. That day by the dawn sea, long ago, when we thought our summer would remain. Though the years have passed, the feeling lasts, like sunlight after morning rain. Maybe memories are like the tide, believe and then return again. And somewhere in the morning light, our younger hearts are walking there. That day by the dawn sea, you and me, where the morning cuts the endless blue. That day by the dawn sea, still with me, like a summer dream I never knew. That day by the dawn sea, long ago, but I still see your face beneath the light. Every wave that breaks, every morning makes the memory of that summer night. We wrote our names upon the sand, the waves came up and touched our feet. You laughed and said it didn't matter, as long as we were still together. The sun was warm, the sky was clear, the happiest I'd ever been. I didn't know that time would move so fast, or take away what love had seen. The waves can wash away the words, the seconds turn to years, but some things stay inside the heart and never disappear. What we left on the sand, you and me, the tide may take away the view. What we left on the sand still lives in me, tide that keeps coming back. We built a dream so small and sweet, a castle made for two. We talked about the places we would go and all the things we tried to do. The evening came, the wind grew cool. We didn't want the day to end. You said let's come back again someday and be this happy once again. The waves can change the shape of things, the ocean never stays, but love we felt that summer day will never fade away. What we left on the sand, you and me, the tide may take away the view. What we left on the sand still lives in me, a love that time can't wash away. What we left on the sand long ago still shines like sunlight in my heart. Though the years have passed, it always lasts like the tide that keeps coming back. Maybe somewhere on another shore, someone walks and feels the same, remembering a summer love and whispering our old names. What we left on the sand, you and me, the tide may take away the view. What we left on the sand still lives in me, a love that time can't wash away. What we left on the sand, you and me, forever in my memory. The morning train was waiting at the station. The summer sky was slowly turning gray. We stood beside the window with our luggage, knowing that our holiday was ending. The ocean disappeared behind the hills. The little town became a distant view. I watched the shoreline fading in the distance and wished the summer could begin again. We didn't say goodbye to the ocean, we only said goodbye for now. But somewhere in the sound of the train, I could still hear the waves somehow. The day we left the sea, you and me, watching all the blue fade out of sight. The day we left the sea, quietly holding on to one more summer night. The day we left the sea, long ago, but I still see the ocean from that train. Every mile away, every song I played brought the summer back to me again. You sat beside me with your head against the window. The radio was playing soft and low. We didn't talk about the coming Monday. We only watched the countryside go by. The postcards that we bought were in your suitcase. The little shell was somewhere in your hand. And every time the train began to slow down, I thought we'd see the ocean once again. The summer roads were disappearing, the evening shadows filled the sky. But every melody we listened to made it harder to say goodbye. The day we left the sea, you and me, watching all the blue fade out of sight. The day we left the sea, quietly holding on to one more summer night. The day we left the sea, long ago, but I still see the ocean from that train. Every mile away, every song that played brought the summer back to me again. Maybe leaving makes us understand how precious simple days can be. A little town, a summer road, a young heart by the sea. The day we left the sea, you and me, watching sunset through the window glass. The day we left the sea, still with me, like a summer that was never meant to pass. The day we left the sea, long ago, but I still hear the ocean when it rains. Every mile away, every song that played brings its summer back to me again. The suitcase waits beside the bedroom door. The summer clothes are folded just like before. A little seashell rests upon the shelf, a quiet reminder of another self. The radio is playing soft tonight, an old familiar song beneath the light. I close my eyes and suddenly I see a summer road that brought you back to me. The days are gone, but somehow they never feel so far. A little song, a little light can take me where you are, where summer used to be. You and me, walking underneath the endless blue, where summer used to be. I can see every little moment stand with you, where summer used to be long ago. The ocean still is shining in my mind. Though the summer's gone, the feeling carries on. like an old song time could never leave behind. I found a postcard in an old drawer. The picture showed the beach we loved before. Your handwriting was still across the back. A few simple words that brought it all back. You wrote about the places we would go and promised we'd return there someday. I wonder if you ever think of it when an old summer song comes on today. The years have changed our lives and taken us apart, but some small things remain unchanged and live inside the heart. Where summer used to be, you and me, walking underneath the endless blue. Where summer used to be, I can see every little moment spent with you. Where summer used to be, long ago, the ocean still is shining in my mind. Though the summer's gone, the feeling carries on, like an old song time could never leave behind. Maybe every summer leaves a trace, a little sunlight we can never erase. And when the years begin to disappear, one melody can bring the whole thing near. Where summer used to be, you and me, where the ocean met the evening sky. Where summer used to be, still with me, like a dream that never said goodbye. Where summer used to be, long ago, I can still hear the waves beyond the years. Though the summer's gone, the feeling carries on, and that summer still is living here. Summer night was quiet by the sea. The stars were shining just for you and me. We walked along the shoreline hand in hand and watched the moonlight falling on the sand. Said the stars would always guide us home, no matter where the years might make us go. I smiled and said I'd never let you down, as waves were softly moving all around. We were young enough to believe that love could last forever, and every word we said that night would stay with us together. Promises beneath the stars, you and me, dreaming we would never be apart. Promises beneath the stars, dreams we kept for you and me. You wanted to travel down the coast, I wanted to stay wherever you were most. The night grew quiet, almost turning blue. The first light waited far away. You leaned your head against life's shoulder then, and wished the time would never change. We didn't know the roads ahead or where our lives would lead. We only knew that summer night was everything we'd need. Promises beneath the stars, you and me, dreaming we would never be apart. Promises beneath the stars, long ago, still shining somewhere in my heart. Maybe promises can change with time. Maybe life can take us far away. But every time I see the stars tonight, I remember what we said that day. Promises beneath the stars, you and me, still shining somewhere in my heart. Though the years have passed, the feeling stays like moonlight on the water, still shining in my heart. The radio was playing late at night, a familiar melody beneath the light. I heard that song we used to sing along, and suddenly the years were gone. We used to drive beside the ocean blue. The summer wind was always carrying you. You turned the radio a little loud and sing along without a care. Some songs are more than melodies, they hold a place in time. And every time that old song plays, your memory comes alive. The song from our summer radio, you and me, driving where the ocean met the sky. The song from our summer radio, long ago, still brings back the summer in my mind. The song from our summer radio, soft and slow, like a voice I haven't heard for years. Every note I hear brings your smile so near and turns those distant days into today. I remember remember stopping by the shore. You ran ahead and opened up the door. We sat beside the water in the sun and thought that summer would go on. The radio was playing through the afternoon. The waves were moving gently with the tune. We didn't know how precious days could be until they became memories. The years have changed the roads we knew. The little town is gone, but somehow that old melody still carries us along. A song from our summer radio, you and me, driving where the ocean met the sky. A song from our summer radio, long ago, still brings back the summer in my mind. A song from our summer radio, soft and slow, like a voice I haven't heard for years. Every note I hear brings your smile so near and turns those distant days into today. Maybe every song remembers where it first was heard. Maybe every heart keeps 1,000 forgotten words. A song from our summer radio, you and me, where the golden sunlight filled the road. A song from our summer radio, still with me, like a memory that never grew old. From our summer radio, long ago, still playing somewhere deep inside my heart. Though the years have passed, the melody lasts and takes me to that summer from the start. Together where the water met the sand and watched the golden sky across the land. You said you wished the evening wouldn't end. I said I'd always want to come again. We didn't know how quickly years would fly. We only watched the colors fill the sky. The world was quiet around us, the ocean moved so slow. And in that golden moment we didn't want to go. Where the sun set by the sea, you and me, watching all the colors fade away. Where the sun set by the sea, you were with me, and I wished that now could always stay. The little boats were drifting in the bay, distant lights were slowly coming on. You leaned against my shoulder in the dark and listened to the waves beneath the stars. We talked about tomorrow for a while. Then you looked at me and softly smiled. I never knew that simple evening then would be the one I'd always see again. The sky became a deeper blue, the last light disappeared, but everything we shared that night still feels so close and near. Where the sun set by the sea, you and me, watching all the colors fade away. Where the sun set by the sea, you were with me, and I wish that night could always stay. Maybe sunsets are a way of teaching us to let things go, but some moments never leave, no matter where the years may go. Where the sun set by the sea, you and me, that golden evening stays with me. Though the years have passed, the feeling lasts like sunlight resting on the sea. Where the sun set, you were there, and I remember. To the shore we used to know. After all these years it come and gone. The little cafe was still beside the road, but the sign above the door had changed. The ocean looked the same beneath the sun. Waves were rolling gently to the sand. I stood there for a moment all alone, and remember when you held my hand. Some places never really leave us, even when we travel far. One familiar sound of waves can show us where we are. Back to the shore we knew long ago, where the summer days were bright and blue. Back to the shore we knew I could see a younger version of myself with you. Back to the shore we knew once again. Though the years have changed the road and town, the ocean still remains. can hear those old memories now. The road we used to drive was still there, but the little shops had disappeared. A new hotel stood beside the ocean, where the old motel had been. But walked along the beach until the evening, watching children running through the sand. And for a moment I could almost hear you laughing somewhere just beyond the wind. Time has changed so many things and taken us apart, but the places that we love still live inside the heart. Back to the shore we knew long ago, where the summer days were bright and blue. Back to the shore we knew I could see a younger version of myself with you. Back to the shore we knew once again, though the years have changed the road and town, the ocean still remains, and somehow in the waves I can hear those old memories now. Maybe we were never meant to stay in the places of our younger days. Maybe coming back is just a way to say goodbye to yesterday. Back to the shore we knew long ago, where our summer dreams were running free. Back to the shore we knew I can see the life we had and what it meant to me. Back to the shore we knew once again, and I don't have to hold the past somehow. The ocean keeps the days, the memories remain, and I can let the old summer go now. Found an old letter in a drawer. The paper had turned yellow through the years. I almost threw it away without reading, but then I saw your name and stopped. The words were written in your younger hand, the summer by the ocean shore. You wrote about the songs we used to hear and said you'd never forget those days. So let us wait for years to tell us what we knew. And every word I read that night brought me back to you. Summer inside an old letter, you and me, living in those words from long ago. Summer inside an old letter, still with me, like a gentle song I've used to know. Summer inside an see that summer once again. Every word you wrote, every dream we shared, brings the ocean back into my heart. You wrote about the little seaside town, the road that disappeared around that hill. You said you'd keep the shell I gave to you, and wondered if we'd meet there someday. I read the letter slowly one more time. The room was quiet, evening had begun, and for the first time in so many years, I smiled instead of feeling sad. The years have changed our lives and carried us apart, but those simple words you left behind were still alive inside my heart. Someone inside an old letter, you and me, living in those words from long ago. Someone inside an old letter, still with me, like a gentle song I used to know. Someone inside an old letter, years away, but I can see that summer once again. Every word you wrote, every dream we shared, brings the ocean back into my heart. Maybe some memories are meant to stay, not to bring us back but show the way, to remind us who we used to be and how beautiful those days could be. From an inside an old letter, you and me, where the ocean met the evening sky. Summer inside an old letter, still with me, but I don't need to wonder why. Summer inside an old letter, long ago, I can finally let the old days rest. The love we had was real, and that's enough to know. Some summers stay forever in the heart. I walked along the shoreline once again. The evening sun was warm upon my face. The years have changed the way the town looks now, but I can still remember every place. The little road is quieter than before. The old cafe has disappeared somehow, but when I hear the ocean in the distance, I feel that younger heart inside me now. We didn't know what life would bring, we only knew the moment. And looking back I understand how beautiful it was, remembering who we were, you and me, before the years had changed our lives, remembering who we were tenderly, to your hearts beneath the summer sky. Remembering who we were long ago. I don't have to wish those days were here. They are part of me, like the endless sea, and I can smile whenever they appear. I remember all the songs we used to sing, the little dreams we carried in our hearts, the way you laughed whenever I was wrong, the way we thought we'd never drift apart. We didn't have much money back then, but every day felt richer than today. A little car radio, the open road, and somewhere near the ocean we would stay. The years have taught me many things about the roads we travel, but nothing takes away the joy of who we were together. Remembering who we were, you and me, before the years had changed our lives. Remembering who we were tenderly, two young hearts beneath the summer sky. Remembering who we were long ago. I don't have to wish those days weren't here. They are part of me, like the endless sea, and I can smile whenever they appear. Some memories are not meant to fade, some memories are meant to stay, not to keep us living in the past, but to remind us of the way. Remembering who were, you and me, where the summer touched the ocean blue. Remembering who were thankful for every little day I spent with you. Remembering who we were long ago. Now I know those days were never gone. They became a part of this heart of mine, and they quietly live on. The years have passed like waves along the shore, and many things are different now than before. The roads we knew have changed along the way, but the ocean still is calling me today. I came here with a heart that's finally calm. No need to search for what is gone. I watch the evening sunlight on the waves and think about memories are like the sea, they never really leave. They rise and fall with every tide and quietly remain. The sea is still there, you and me, somewhere inside the waves we used to see. The sea is still there, so am I, carrying the summer underneath the sky. The sea is still there, long ago, where we left our dreams beside the shore. I don't need to go back, I just need to know those beautiful days were ours. I hear an old song playing in the wind, a melody I haven't heard in years. And for a moment I can see your face, but this time there are no tears. The sunset paints the water just the same. The evening breeze still whispers through the trees. I realize the love we had back then was never something I needed to keep. Some memories are meant to stay, but not to hold us back. They give us strength to walk ahead and show us what we had. The sea is still there, you and me, somewhere inside the waves we used to see. The sea is still there, so am I, carrying the summer underneath the sky. The sea is still there, long ago, where we left our dreams beside the shore. I don't need to go back, I just need to know those beautiful days were ours. Tomorrow waits beyond the road, another season comes, but somewhere in the ocean breeze I hear the songs of where I'm from. The sea is still there, you and me, where our younger hearts once wandered free. The sea is still there, so am I, and I can finally say goodbye. The sea is still there, long ago, but I can walk into tomorrow now. The memories remain, the love was real, and that's enough for me somehow. The summer morning lives inside my mind, a little road, the ocean and the sky. The radio was playing songs we knew, and every road somehow led me to you. We were young and didn't know back then how quickly summer turns to autumn rain. We thought those days would always stay the same, but time has its own way of changing things. Still I can hear the waves till I can see the light. And somewhere in those memories our summer is alive. The song of that summer goes on, you and me, somewhere beyond the years and memories. The song of that summer goes on, soft and free, like the waves that keep returning to the sea. The song of that summer goes on long ago, but every note still lives inside my heart. Though the years have passed, the melody lasts and takes me where our summer had its start. I remember all the places that we knew, the little cafe and the road beside the blue, the nights we spent beneath the sun, the stars, and every song we heard inside the car. I remember when we had to say goodbye, the train that took the ocean from our side, the letter that I found so many years ago, and the smile that came instead of tears. We don't have to turn back time, we don't have to live before. The memories are beautiful because they were ours. The song of that summer goes on, you and me, somewhere beyond the years and memories. The song of that summer goes on, soft and free, like the waves that keep returning to the sea. The song of that summer goes on long ago, but every note still lives inside my heart. Though the years have passed, the melody lasts and takes me where our summer had its start. So here's to all the days we left behind, to every road and never changing tide, to every love that taught us how to feel, and every dream that once was real. The ocean keeps its endless song, the seasons come and then they're gone, but somewhere in the sound of every wave, our younger hearts will always stay. The song of that summer goes on, you and me, where the golden ocean meets the sky. The song of that summer goes on tenderly, like an old friend who never said goodbye. The song of that summer goes on long ago, and now I know there's nothing left to fear. The memories remain, the love was real, and that beautiful summer is still here.